Top, 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 top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Cole, you didn't like my song, bro?
Huh?
You didn't like my song?
Oh, I was letting you get it, man. I was
Oh,
letting you have your moment.
I thought you was about to join in, man. I thought you was about to join in. Top of the morning to you, man. Top of the morning to you. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. I am your host with the most, just Duro. And as always, keeping up to the name, the Green Hoodie legend himself. I always got to do this in the morning because I don't know which way to point. My co-host, the Green Hoodie legend himself, Corey. Corey, what's good with you, baby?
Not much, man. Not much. We're getting close to the playoffs, man. Looking forward to it here. We got another, week and a half here.
Yeah. Man, I make a lot of money in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, you're going to get 100% effort, and when you know that, it makes it a little easier, especially compared to right now, which anything can happen on any given night. So yeah, looking forward to the playoffs, but we still got some money to make until then. We're gonna try and find some spots to do that, but you got to pick your spots a little smarter here down the stretch.
You're right. You're right. You do. You do. Not a big slate tonight. Some decent games on yesterday. I haven't gotten anything in the past couple of days. It's just been entirely busy for me, bro. Really has. How have you been doing the past couple of days over the weekend?
I lost two yesterday. I lost that Toronto spread and the San Antonio spread. They were looking good at one point and just didn't cover. But had a decent Sunday. Pretty mixed bag though. So haven't been super consistent. Trying to look to turn that around right now.
Yeah, I'm getting an echo, but I think it's me. You're fine on your end, so it could be just me. That Toronto game became very, very tricky. I know it was kind of last minute. I mean, the injury reports were all over the place yesterday, right? But there was a game like that earlier this year. I believe it was a San Antonio game to where the number had totally flipped, and I think it had started off at San Antonio +2, and then a lot of people wound up sitting out, and they end up still losing the spread. That Boston game kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy how it went from I want to say Toronto +2.5 or +3 all the way to Toronto -8.5. And I know it was one of those things to where once the injury report came out, everybody stepped on Toronto. Everybody did. And they still didn't cover the spread, man. They still didn't cover the spread. So, but yeah, makes sense. That is the association for you, man. So, about last night. Yeah, we start off in Denver. Denver beats Charlotte 113-109. Close game. You took them first half, you lost. You took them full game, you won by the hook. That number stayed at
game.
stayed at 3.5 all day, right? 3.5 all day. They beat Charlotte 113-109. Orlando goes to Cleveland. That was another one. Close game. Lions were pretty sharp yesterday, man. Really sharp yesterday. They lose to Cleveland 101-107. Atlanta goes in, smacks the shit out of the Pacers. Kinda. You won by the hook, almost, right? Just depending on where you got the number. 132-123. Miami gets it done. Gets it done. Large number. 14 was a closing number, but if you took Miami, you were good to go. They beat Sacramento 123-100. Chicago. They getting bounced out in the first round, Doug.
Yeah, they're probably going to be in the play-in, so I don't even know if
Yeah.
they may make it at this point.
They lose to NY, man. They lose to NY 104 to 109. Like we spoke on earlier, Boston, you knew they were going to lose without their two superstars, but they cover the spread. They cover the spread. So if you took Boston, which I came really close to doing still, really close to doing, I think the books made a lot of money off of that game yesterday. 112 to 115, they lose to Toronto by 3. San Antonio beats Houston. Big number, don't matter. Doesn't matter. Houston covers that number, but San Antonio wins 123 to 120. Golden State, Jesus, just an ass whooping, just an absolute ass whooping with no Ja Morant,
Hmm.
right? Crazy, scared to think what this Memphis squad is going to do in the playoffs. Really scared. Yeah, that's a team we need to be scared of. They lose 95 to 123, don't even get to the century mark. And to close it out on the nightcap, close game. We knew it would be close. Went into overtime. OKC wins 134 to 131. 134 to 131. So some good games yesterday, man. We are winding down. We are winding down here. It's getting close. Getting close. CDH says, "Good morning, guys. Good to see you again, CDH, man. We appreciate your support here." He also says, got glad I got in and out in San Antonio first quarter, first half.
Yeah, that was
Amazing.
good.
Amazing. That's what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. We always know how we feel about San Antonio first quarters. So glad you're able to cash out there. All right, man. So we're going to get into today's games. Not too many. 5 games on the slate. A couple teams on some back-to-backs. We don't care. Let's just see how we get it done. All right, first game on the slate, man. First game on the slate, we have Milwaukee at Philly. This line opened up at Philly minus 2.5. It is now, or Philly minus 2. It is now Philly minus 1.5. Total in this game is 230. No injuries to report for Philly right now. You do have the Bucks that have some people that are probable, right? When I see the line move this early, Corey, this tells me the Sharps got information, right? So Serge Ibaka, Drew Holiday, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys are probable. I'm thinking they're going. That's also why you see the number so short. I'll tell you now, I do believe that Milwaukee is the way to look, but this is not a game I'd play. If I'm going to play this game, it's going to be the first half. It's going to be the first half, Milwaukee. I think Philly can pull away after that. They both play on the 31st. Philly has an easier game against Detroit, while Milwaukee plays Brooklyn at Brooklyn. So they're going on their little road trip, if you want to call it that. Last game Philly played, they lost to Phoenix. They lost to Phoenix. Last game Milwaukee played, they lost to Memphis, right? So 2 teams coming off losses. Both these teams don't want to go on back-to-back losses. I like Milwaukee first half, although I do like Philly full game. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I like Milwaukee just start to finish here, man. I think just the better team between two right now. Giannis should play. Giannis doesn't play out from this one. But if Giannis goes, then I think Milwaukee's the side here. Philly's going to have a hard time stopping that Milwaukee offense the way they play. They're going to shoot a lot of three. They're going to play fast. The look I'm waiting for, though, is the over first half. I got the over full game already at 228. I think it's 30 right now. But look first half number. Milwaukee gets out the gate. It's hot. And like I said, Philly's not got the defense to stop them. So, yeah, look for me is going to be – I do like Milwaukee, but as far as a bet goes, I'm betting the over here.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I mean, 230 is a high number to me with 2 good teams, but that's telling me that's very telling. So I don't see why this wouldn't go. I wouldn't be afraid of that number. I don't think these teams are going to come out what you call flat. They both had long breaks, right? So I think that advantage kind of goes to Milwaukee to a certain degree. They both had a couple of days off. Detroit or Philly having the longer break, if you want to call it that. So, yeah, I wouldn't knock you off that game. I wouldn't knock you off that game at all. Next game, coming off a back-to-back. Coming off a back-to-back, bro. Chicago is at Washington. Total was Washington +3. It is now Washington +4. Total on this game, 223.5. Hasn't moved. Hasn't moved at all. Billy Donovan is not the type of guy, especially now to where people are going to start taking breaks because of a back-to-back. I think DeRozan, even in the loss, still put up almost 40 points, right? He put up like a 37 on you. So I think it's one of these games to where we start talking about, bottom teams. Washington is kind of a bottom team. I think the number is a little, favored to Washington as far as it being a short number because of back-to-back, but I can understand why it's already moved up a point. I can understand that, right? There's nobody out for Chicago, right? And to me, your best player that you've had so far is Kyle Kuzma on Washington. He's out. Bill has been out. I'm telling you, Corey, I don't know why you call me crazy, bro, but I like Chicago here. That's a lean for me. It is going to be Chicago. Chicago seems like they have this little split where they go win-loss, win-loss. They did have 2 losses against Cleveland and New Orleans. I don't think they'll lose to Washington here. I really don't. So I think this is a lean for me. I'm probably going to get there. I do like Chicago. Who do you like?
Yeah, Chicago should be able to get this one. I just got a hard time betting on this team because of how inconsistent they play. But
right,
they're the better team here. Washington doesn't have Kuzma, even though Washington's been playing decent as of late. They had that win over Golden State and over at Detroit. I mean, obviously, Chicago's not sitting anybody because they're playing for their life right now, so they're going to roll everyone here. The loss to New York yesterday is just an embarrassing loss for them. They got smacked by Milwaukee 2 games for that. They're just not playing good basketball, but they are the better team here. Washington's not playing for anything. They're not good. You got to feel like Chicago get done, but yeah, about betting it. But I do think Chicago wins. They should win easy, but we shall see.
Yeah. I think this is a Chicago game. I think it's a Chicago game, bro. I you know what? I just stepped on it. I did, Corey. I just stepped on it. Next game, man. Detroit at BK. Shame on you. Shame on you if you stepped up to the old dirty bastard Brooklyn Zoo. Line is Brooklyn -13. It's now Brooklyn -14. It's crazy over there now, man. All it took was the New York Yankees to tell you we're not getting vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, Corey? That's all it took, Brad. Total on this game has gone from 229 to 231.5. Kyrie is back. Kyrie is back. It is a home game. Kyrie is back. He is now able to play home games. This is all the momentum you need going in to the playoffs almost 2 weeks away. This is all the momentum you need here, right? Same people out for Detroit, even though they're a little bit better. You do have Frank Jackson back in the lineup, right? But other than that, everybody's out for the season. You do have Isaiah Livers. He's out for a concussion. Other than that, you've got a squad. Head-to-head, they played in December. Detroit lost by 14 points. They lost by 14. This is one of these games, bro, right? To where I feel that Detroit should make it competitive until closer toward the end of the game. Closer towards the end of the game. And then it just, for whatever reason, it blows up. I do believe this game goes over too. I do. Because we've still talked about Brooklyn not really having defense. No one's going to stop Durantula. Now no one's going to stop Kyrie. So you are going to have buckets scored. So now that Kyrie has a home game, is this when they start having these double-digit, blowouts? Well, for what it's worth, man, Detroit has lost 2 in a row, even though they had been grimy. They were winning spreads for a minute. Remember that. Like they were 9-1 ATS. All of a sudden, they lost to Washington. They lost that spread, but they lost to New York. Still cover the spread, though. Not so much Brooklyn. Brooklyn will win games, but they won't cover spreads. This number is too large for me. I kind of feel like people are going to blindly take Detroit here, but this is going to be a coming out game. I really do. So I don't have a side here. It's not a game that I'm going to play. I do believe if you want to take Detroit, take them first half, and then it blows up second half. Who do you like?
I'm going to stay away from this one. We already saw Kyrie at last game, and he got 6 for 2. They lose Charlotte. It was his big homecoming to the and it was an embarrassing loss for them, losing at home to Charlotte.
Yeah.
They should get this done. I think no Jerami Grant for the rest of the year for Detroit. Detroit's big. I don't think win too much without here down the stretch. He was a big fact when they were covering all those spreads. Not having him, you're kind of putting a lot on Cade, a lot on Sadiq Bey, but yes, it's just one of these, man. The spread's too wide. Brooklyn's too inconsistent. I'll stay away from this one. If I had to pick a side, I'd say Brooklyn gets it done here, but I just don't trust them, man. They don't play enough defense, and if a team gets hot against them, then they're in trouble. Like.
Over. Brooklyn team total over. Brooklyn team total over. Whatever that is, take that because they are one of the highest scoring teams in the league. Look at this total going over. As we spoke, man, it just hit another hook, 229 to 232. Sheesh. So if you're going to jump on the train, jump on it now while it's still early before you miss I guess that peak, and then people start smashing the under. So I do like the over here. Next game, man. Los Angeles Lakers at the Dallas Mavericks. I'm telling you, I've not played any Laker games since I can remember, bro. I don't care who they're playing because you just don't know. Dallas minus 11.5. It is now Dallas minus 12. Total on this game went from 219 to 218.5. LeBron James is doubtful. Doubtful. I don't know what happened to bro's ankle. It's definitely not there, though. Don't think he's faking that one. If you saw the picture of his ankle, your boy's ankle was on the court. I swear to God, his whole foot looked like an L. Like he looked like that was not good, bro. But the man is dynamite. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if this game is like the Toronto-Boston game. Is like the Toronto-Boston game. With the line going to 12, it's telling me that LeBron is probably doubtful, he's already doubtful, but close to not playing at all, right? I'm telling you right now, CDH is saying Mavs Smack City. Also, Sam, good morning to you, brother. Nice to see you again. Just be careful, bro. Just be careful of this game. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I see you smiling already, man. I'm not playing this game, though. I don't care. I'm not playing this game.
Pull it up, man. What are the Lakers ATS the last 10? You're not playing this game because Lakers fan.
Yeah. They're last 10, they're 3-7, 4-6 ATS. Dallas is 6-4, ATS 5-5.
Look, the money's on betting against the Lakers. Now you don't make those moves because you're a Lakers fan. You create these weird narratives in your head where it's like, oh, they could win on any given night, and then when they win one, everyone's like, see, oh shit, I told you, the Lakers can get it done. Then they go and they lose another. We're up 20 on the Pelicans at half and blew that game. That was LeBron out. The Lakers without LeBron are they're a mess, man.
Yeah.
I'm going Dallas first half here. I'll probably end up giving them a local game. The spread is set with the news. So I think Dallas -7 first half's a good look. But look, man, the Lakers are good. I don't even think the Lakers want to make the play-in point. Because all you're setting yourself up for is a 4-game sweep by Phoenix. So I think you see LeBron sit out here a couple games. Let's tally the excuses on why they didn't make the playoffs this year. Eight, though, they started putting him back on the injury report. He might be back here soon. Little season stretch. But not this game means too much to Dallas in the standings too. So I was going to say thought like, there might be a chance Dallas sit everybody, but they're only game up on you for that 4 seed right now. And then they're clicking on Golden State now since they can't seem to win for the 3 seed. So Dallas has got motivation. They should roll everybody out here. No Lon, no AD still. Yeah, I think this is a Dallas spot, man.
CDH is with you, man. CDH is with you. I'm telling you right now. I didn't put our banner up there, but that's what he says. He's like 100, man. 100. Okay. All right. I'll keep my fandom to myself. I'll keep it to myself. I don't care, bro. This is what these gays watch. Watch them cover the spread. Watch them and the nightcap, man. Small slate and the nightcap on this Tuesday evening. Utah Jazz at the Los Angeles Clippers. Total on this game right now is 218. Line on this is Utah -1. Hasn't moved much. Hasn't moved much at all. Gobert is questionable. Hassan Whiteside's questionable. And what do you know? Paul George, questionable. This league is something else, bro. This league is something else, man. I tell you right now. I don't get this game. I think the Jazz, if Gobert is playing, is very, very good, even with Paul George in. What is Paul George going to do after being gone for just about the whole entire season? Right? If there's a narrative where you fade the star player when he returns, this is it. Right? CDH saying, if Paul plays, I have to go to Utah. Thanks, bro. I didn't even see the comment. You're reading my mouth. You're reading my mouth. You're reading my mind. If Paul plays, I have to go Utah to fade the star player coming back, but I'm staying off. Couldn't say it better, bro. Could not say it better. I'm going to wait for this news here, but my lean is Utah. Crazy thing is Utah's last game against, Dallas, that one was kind of crazy, right? They got smacked at Dallas. They got smacked at Charlotte. They got smacked at Boston. They got smacked at Brooklyn. And they got, they beat New York, but that was New York. That was the beginning of their 5-game road trip. This is turning a 6-game road trip, right? So this is the last game of their 6-game road trip. That's another reason why I think you see the number so low as well. These guys probably just want to get home, right? They probably just want to get home. They play the Lakers, but the Lakers actually go to Utah. So if I've got a side here, man, I'm probably going to look at Utah. I'm just waiting for the injury news. Lean on Utah here to end the 6-game road trip. It's not a strong lean because it has been a 6-game road trip. Corey, who do you like?
Yeah, I like Utah here. I'm actually confused the line. Lou came out before the Philly game and gave the minutes limits for all starters. I think we got Reggie Jackson at 22 minutes, Marcus Morris 20 minutes. He's not playing anybody here. He didn't play anybody against Philly. They got stuffed up. And I think you got to expect the same thing here. Clippers are kind of just that weird spot in the not going up, they're not going down in the standings. So they don't have anything to play for, man. I think even if you saw George tonight, what are we talking here? Like 15 minutes we get out of that guy?
Yeah. I think you definitely get the minimum out of him.
The news I really care about in this game is Gobert. I thought they would be able to compete with Dallas. They ruled Gobert out right for the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have their backup center either for that one, with Whiteside also being out. So Gobert's probably big news here. But if Gobert goes, man, the line's short, man. You're going to get this done. Clippers aren't playing their starters in the second half, really. I think that this is a Utah spot. I'm not worried about Paul George news. I mean, it's great for the Clippers, their little play-in and all that in the playoffs. It's not going to matter tonight. So for me, it's Gobert goes. I'm going Utah.
Yeah. And if Hassan goes, that's just extra. That's just an extra big for you,
Yeah.
So that's really, really Utah. Maybe the line is preparing itself for Gobert not going. That's why it's so short. I don't understand this line, but this should be a game that they should be able to win. And when I would say win like New York, how they beat New York Knicks, right? I don't know. This one's kind of tricky, but I do like the Jazz here. All right, man. Let's get into our leans for today.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red, watching what I say around some of y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, my leans, I'm looking forward to. I just made a play while we're on the show here, but my leans are going to be Milwaukee first half. I do like them first half. We'll see how this game gets out of control during the second half, but I like Milwaukee first half. And I do like the Jazz. I'm just going to wait for the news on here. What are your leans?
Yeah, right now I got a lean on Milwaukee. I got a strong lean on. Actually, I'm probably gonna make that an official one right now. Dallas first half is a lean, and then Utah the lean right now.
Yeah, you would say the Dallas game.
Hey,
I think you'd be hating Corey.
Hey, you came out there 4-6 last 10 ATS without LeBron. Man, they're not getting this one done.
I got you. I'm with it. I'll let it slide this time. I'll let the shit slide. Official picks.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead, smoked up, got out of bed, gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red, watching what I say around some of y'all.
The official pick, I stepped on it. I think that 3.5 might be the magic number. It went to 4 while we were on the show. It is now back to 3.5. I got Chicago minus 3.5. I did. I hope this number goes up. It's going to make me happy, but somebody's already bet it back down. Conglomerate, one big bet, a lot of big bets, bet it back down to 3.5. It opened at 3. I got it at 3.5. It is now at 3.5, back down from 4. Chicago Bulls get it done tonight. That is my pick so far. Who do you got for official pick?
So far, I got the Milwaukee Philly game over first half. And what did I get that at 114 for the first half over.
I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't even mad at you with that.
I think they play fast like Milwaukee out hot, so we shall see. But yeah, I like over there first half. We'll see how it goes from there.
I ain't even mad at you. I'm looking now just to see if there's I think that's probably going to stop at maybe 232, 231.5. Brooklyn's 232.5. Yeah. A lot of high scoring games today. All right. 5 games in, 5 games out. That is our show. Make sure you like and subscribe to us. We are on the bottom, man. All of our information's on the bottom there. It's Duro at its green getting. Corey's still in the green, man.
Yep.
Not that many bets
down March, but we're still there.
Yeah, we're still there, man. We're still there. We're looking at on a Wednesday tomorrow, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 game slate tomorrow.
Big one.
Big slate. I'm going to have to look at some numbers for that one because I think there's some spots already. I really do. I think there's some spots. Lines aren't out, but just looking at the matchups, they look good. All right, man. Until then, we will see y'all next time.